Hi, and welcome to Term 2, Week 1. And this week's story is Hairy Maclary from Donaldsons Dairy. Now, I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see the story. So let me just do this for you. Okay. So this story is called Hairy Maclary from Donaldsons Dairy, and the text and illustrations are by Lynley Dodd, and it's published by Puffin Books at the Penguin Group. Now, as you can see, this is our story, and remember that this is our front cover. The words here on the text are our title, and this is our main character, Hairy Maclary. And these are the illustrations. Now, these are the other characters that we will be meeting in this story. Hairy Maclary from Donaldsons Dairy, Hercules Morse, as big as a horse, Bottomley Potts, covered in spots, Muffin Maclay, like a bundle of hay, Bitzer Maloney, or skinny and bony, and Snitzel von Crumb with a very low tum. Okay. It's not letting me, there we go. Now this is our character, Hairy Maclary, and this is his house. What number can you see on his letterbox? It has a 6 and a 0, and when we write them together, it makes number 60. So here we go. Out of the gate and off for a walk went Hairy Maclary from Donaldsons Dairy. Oh, and this is Hercules Morse, as big as a horse. And he lives, his letterbox is different. It has a 5 and a 4, and together, when we write it, is 54. With Hairy Maclary from Donaldsons Dairy. Do you know what this big pole is? Maybe you can see something like that when you go for a walk. It's a telegraph pole, I think. Now, who have we got? Bottomley Potts, covered in spots. Hercules Morse, as big as a horse. Have a look over here. What can you see? There's a 5 and a 2. It's a letterbox for number 52. And Hairy Maclary from Donaldsons Dairy. Can you see Bottomley Potts' nose over here? Oh, and that Hairy Maclary, he's very cheeky. He's sniffing around all the bushes. I wonder if do you have a dog when you take it for a walk? Does it just sniff everywhere? A little bit like Hairy Maclary? Mine does. Now this is Muffin Maclay, like a bundle of hay. You know why he's called it like a bundle of hay? Look at all his hair. It's all fluffy, like a big pile of hay. Bottomley Potts, covered in spots. Hercules Morse, as big as a horse. And Hairy Maclary from Donaldsons Dairy. Look, his tail is up in the air. I think he's trying to play with the birds. Now this is Bitzer Maloney, or skinny and bony. Muffin Maclay, like a bundle of hay. Bottomley Potts, covered in spots. Hercules Morse, as big as a horse. And Hairy Maclary from Donaldsons Dairy. Oh, who are we meeting now? Is this a big dog or a little dog? Looks very, very small, especially compared to Hercules Morse. Snitzel von Crumb with a very low tum. Bitzer Maloney, or skinny and bony. Muffin Maclay, like a bundle of hay. Bottomley Potts, covered in spots. Hercules Morse, as big as a horse. And Hairy Maclary from Donaldsons Dairy. With their tails in the air, they trotted on down, past the shops in the park to the far end of town. They sniffed at the smells and they snooped at each door when suddenly out of the shadows they saw Scarface Claw, the toughest Tom in town. Yeah! said Scarface Claw. Off with a yowl and a wail and a howl, a scatter of paws and a clatter of claws, went Snizzle Von Crumb with a very low tum, Bits of Maloney all skinny and bony, Buffum and Clay like a bundle of hay, Bottomly Pots covered in spots, Hercules Moss as big as a horse, and Hairy Maclary from Donaldsons Dairy. Straight back home to bed. And that's the end of our story. Now over here are some other stories that feature our character, Hairy Maclary. And even here, there's another character we meet here too. He's very cheeky. I might have to read some of those other stories for you another time. And remember, this is our back cover where our story has ended. There's no more story. Now, I wanted to show you something. These are my pets. This is my dog Buzz, and this is my cat called AJ. Now, Buzz is a boy and AJ is a girl. They're actually friends, not like the characters in the story. I wonder, do you have any pets? Perhaps you could paint a picture of your pets or a favourite character from the story we just read. I've got a little surprise for you. This is my painting. I decided to paint my cat AJ. Sometimes she can be cranky like Scarface Claw. But see how I've used her stripes? Just like she has in her. And I've used grey paint to paint my cat. And maybe you can use your new watercolours that we've put in your resource pack for your painting and use your special page. Well, that's the end of our story for today. Bye.